Option trading for beginners. On March 18, I made around 2200 in one day. What did I do? Today we're going to talk about Apple stock. Why did it go up? Could it go up higher? One reason why you should be careful about Apple company. If you don't want to own an Apple stock or you don't have enough money, what can you do to profit from Apple stocks? And at the end of the video, I'm going to tell you two options that I have been trading to profit. March 19, S&P 500 jumped 0.56%. It dropped in the morning, but it went up in the afternoon. What happened? And S&P 500 over the past 5 days, it dropped a lot, but it jumped right here on Monday. Something happened. Nasdaq 0.39% in one day. In the morning, it dropped, then it went back up. And the last 5 days, if you look at it the same way as S&P 500, it dropped a lot, then it jumped a lot in one day. Something is going on here. And let's look at Dow Jones, 0.83%. The last 5 days, it dropped a lot, then it went back up again. Something is definitely going on. You see, the stock markets, they move in the same directions. So one S&P 500 is going up, Nasdaq is most likely going up, and Dow Jones most likely going up. Especially S&P 500 and Nasdaq, they move in tandem, much more closely than with Dow Jones. Why did stock market go up? It's because of Apple and Alphabet, two companies. Their stock price jumped a lot on Monday and also on Tuesday. If you look at it, S&P 500 dropped almost the same time, and Apple stock went up, S&P 500 went up again. Let's look at Google. The last 5 days, 5.74% gain. That's quite a lot. Google stock doesn't move a lot. So if you look at year to date, it's only up 6.41%. Most of the gain came from the last 5 days. So something is going on here on Monday, March 18. Definitely with Apple, March 18, it jumped a lot as well. It's because Alphabet and Apple, they are going to collaborate on Gemini AI. So basically, Apple wants to use Gemini AI on iPhones to boost iPhone sales. Remember, right now iPhones, there is not much innovations. Nothing changed. So everybody's holding the same iPhone for the past 2, 3, 5 years. But if they change new iPhones with Gemini AI, can you imagine? Everybody's gonna start upgrading their phones because that's gonna be totally different. And also Alphabet benefits a lot from letting Apple use Gemini AI. Right now, if you open Safari browser in your iPhone, then you will see that default browser is Google search. That's how Google has been dominating the mind of users. If you are thinking about search engines, what do you think first? Google. Google it. Google it. Google is a verb. So if people are familiar with Google products, they are most likely gonna keep using the same product over and over again, like search engine. So if Google Gemini AI becomes common in iPhones, people are gonna keep using Gemini AI instead of ChatGPT. That's very, very good news. Would Google Apple see immediate revenue? Maybe or maybe not, depending on how good Gemini AI is on iPhone. Before I talk about one reason why you should be careful about Apple companies and business and stock, let's look at how much I own. I own Google Alphabet stock. Right now, it's up 41.58%, profits of 4,300. And when I bought it, it was only 104. So I paid about 10,000 plus, and right now the value stands at 14,768. Would I sell this stock right now? Of course not. I believe Alphabet, Google is still in the value. Let's say you are buying $1 million house, but you only got it for 300,000. Basically, the house is in a value. So will you sell the house if the value jumped to 600,000? You may double 100%. No. Will you sell it when it reaches at 700,000? No. 800,000. No. 900,000. No. 1 million. You can start thinking about selling the house because you know that the value of the house is 1 million, but you bought it for 300,000. So you're not gonna sell it until it reaches minimum $1 million. The same way with stocks. You are buying companies. When you own companies, you know the value of the companies. I'm not gonna sell it. For Google Alphabet, I believe the value is around $170. So this is my opinions. So you may think this house is worth more than 1.2 millions, 1.5 millions, depending on what you value. The same way with companies. So you need to do your own due diligence and research on the value of the companies and you decide on it. Let's say you buy a stock today and it jumped 40% tomorrow. Will you sell the stock? Yes, if it's speculative stocks. If it's a good stock, a good company, it just went down for no reason. Let's say it dropped 30%, then tomorrow it jumped 10%, 20%. No. When you own a good companies, it's like owning a good house in a good location. Their value can go up higher. $1 million house can become 1.2 millions, 1.5 or 2 millions or 3 millions. If their value keep going up, there is no reason for me to sell. Do I like Apple stock right now? Right now I like it for trading. Apple abandoned their ambitions of EV cars. So that's really good things. They started focusing on AI. So this news came out on February 27. I put it in my watch list because that's the time that Apple could start going up the long term. If you look at it, Apple stock year to date is down 5.15% because they did not talk about AI and they are lagging behind other manufactured stock. Now it's going back up again. Could it keep going up more? Before you jump into Apple stock, you need to be aware of one thing. A Google deal with Apple AI may not come into fruition. Remember, because of antitrust issues, Google owns Android operating system. Apple owns iOS operating system. So basically, we have two major operating systems. So if they combine, they can become a monopoly. So there may be some antitrust issue, and they may not be able to work together. But if they are able to work together, yes, this Google stock and Apple stock can go up much higher. In my opinion, when the two companies are really big, it doesn't matter what they do, they're gonna face this issue. It's just a matter of time how they overcome these regulations issues. I believe they will be able to overcome. Even without collaborations, I believe that Apple stock could bounce in short term because Apple's gonna have June conference. They're gonna talk about AI. They're gonna talk about the new products that they're gonna bring to the markets, and they're gonna talk about how they will incorporate AI into their products. If people look forward to that, they will keep buying Apple stock until June. So if you believe that Apple could go up, you can do option trading. These are the alerts that I sent to my option trading Petro members. I'm going to give it to you as a present. Option number 2, Apple strike price 170 call options, expiry date August 16. So it means that this call options will expire on August 16. After August 16, you can't trade this call option anymore. It may become worthless or it may have some value. Strike price is 170. So basically, Apple stock is 170 plus right now, so it has some value. On August 16, if it closes above 170, let's say it closes 200 stock price. Right now, the stock price is 170. So the difference between 200 and 170 is $30. One option represents 100 shares, so you need to multiply with 100. 30 multiplies 100 is $3,000. So instead of paying 200 on August 16, because you already bought call options 170 strike price. You just need to pay $170 for one share. For 100 shares, 17,000. Then call option seller needs to give you 100 share at 170 even if the stock price is $200. That's how you make money. So when you buy call options, the higher the stock price goes, the higher your call options price gonna go. But you just need to use a little money. On March 8th, it was only $12.98. So basically you could have bought these call options for $1,298. In 2 days, it jumped to 14.65. So your 1,298 becomes 1,465. In 2 days, 12.87% gain. In 6 days, it became $17. So your 1,298 becomes 1,700. 31% jumps. So if you invested just 1,000, you would have made $310. Congratulations if you are my option trading Patreon members. You may have made 31% in 6 days. Option number 1, 175 Apple call options expiring on August 16. It was only $11.33 at the time. I sent out this alert to option trader Patreon members on March 12. On March 18, it became $13.8. So basically 21.8% gain in 4 days, 22%. So if anyone had bought this call option on March 12 for $11.33, he or she would have made 22% in 4 days. Congratulations. Remember, when you are buying call options, it's very important that stock price jumps quite a lot significantly within a short time, especially before the expiry date. If it's going to close to expiry date and the stock price doesn't move, you lose more value. You are buying options, so the option that you have in your hand loses value every single day. It's called time decay. So if you have quite a profit on your options, you don't want to wait until expiry date to sell the options, unless you want to take delivery of the stocks. Let's say you want to buy 100 shares. Of course, you can wait until expiry date to buy 100 shares at $175, but I wouldn't do that. I don't usually take deliveries. I'd rather sell these options and buy 100 shares on the open market right now, just like that. That way, I keep most of the value in my hand. Right now, this option is gonna expire on August 16, so I still have time value on my options. It doesn't make sense for me to wait until expiry date and lose time value. It's better for me to sell these options before the expiry date than keep the time value as much as possible. Then I use that profit to buy stocks on the open market. One main reason why I like option trading is because in order for me to make 31% in 6 days, I just need to use 1,298. In order for me to make 22% in 4 days, I just needed to use $1,133. If I just invest in stocks or do stock trading, I need to have 17,000 plus to buy 100 shares of Apple. Right now, Apple stock price is 176. So who's gonna have 17,000 plus money lying around? Even if you had 70,000, you don't want to put in just one stock. It's gonna be so risky. What if Apple crashes again? That's why I like option trading. I can use just a little bit of money to make over 2,000 in 1 day. If you want to know what options I trade, you can click the link in the description and comment. It's gonna take you to this page. Click on option trading Patreon. I'm gonna see you inside. Do you want to retire early? Do you love freedom? Do you want to work only 1 to 2 hours a day while traveling around the world and spend more time with your family? You can start stock investing and option trading right now.